Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly sponsors tonight's first segment of Eyewitness News. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru confidence in motion. Now, CBS 47 Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
We have breaking news out of Fresno tonight. Police are investigating an armed home invasion robbery at an apartment complex. Officers were called to the North Park Apartments near Maple and Shaw Avenue.
CBS 47's Kirsten Mitchell joins us live at the apartment complex with what police say happened. Kirsten.
Well, Ken and Catherine, this sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. Police say two suspects armed, wearing masks, climbed through a bedroom window here at an apartment unit, demanded money, and then took off. This is not, though, the only break-in that happened today in Fresno. Residents at the North Park Apartments shaken after hearing a noise in their bedroom that turned out to be two armed intruders who left behind large handprints on the bedroom window.
They actually went in a bedroom window, we believe, and then came down the hallway and confronted the individuals while they were sitting in their living room. Police say one of the masked men held a knife, the other a sawed-off shotgun, and demanded money. Nobody's seriously injured by the incident. I think it was more a show of force. They got off with some cash and ran out the front door.
It's fairly quiet for the majority of the time.
Meanwhile, authorities are looking for another intruder who broke into a home near Fowler and Jensen, sparking a neighborhood-wide manhunt. Nearby schools locked down.
Teachers just try to get everybody inside, and they say, we thought it was a joke because they usually say that.
The intruder broke in, all while a mother and her 4-year-old daughter hid in the bathroom while she called police and her husband, who came home and was face-to-face with the intruder and his accomplice, 22-year-old Keone Wyrick.
He immediately pointed a handgun at the homeowner, and then they got into the car and took off.
One suspect behind bars, 3 others still on the run.
Just, obviously a very scary situation for this family, and, we're hoping to get this guy in custody so that he can't do this to anybody else.
And the suspects in both these cases are still on the loose, so if you heard or saw anything, investigators want to hear from you. Reporting live in Fresno, Kirsten Mitchell, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Kirsten, thank you. We have more breaking news tonight. A man recovering from injuries after being hit by a Fresno police vehicle. This was in the area of Chestnut and Grant just before 8. Police say there's an early indication the cyclist was under the influence. Witnesses say they saw him swerving in all lanes of Grant before that collision. The officer gave aid to the cyclist until an emergency crew arrived. The cyclist was taken to Community Regional Medical Center in stable condition.
New surveillance video shows the start of a crime spree today in central Fresno. 2 robbery suspects now under arrest after leading police on a chase, ending with a crash into an undercover police officer's vehicle. This all started around 11:20 this morning with an attempted robbery at North Blackstone and Griffith. CBS 47's AJ Cotto shows us how police were able to catch the suspects.
Cameras at Andres Liquor catch the moment police say 30-year-old Martin Barajas barged in with a shotgun, attempting to rob the store. The suspect pointing the gun at the clerks, demanding cash. Employees yelling for help as the suspect tries to pry a cell phone from one of their hands before taking off. Witnesses say they were suspicious the second the car pulled across a handicapped space, saw an armed man, and had already called police.
Call came out as a Hispanic male adult, face covered in tattoos, partially covered up, entered the store with a firearm, saw that there were too many people inside the business, and fled out the store.
Employees also able to describe the getaway vehicle and alleged driver, later identified as 24-year-old Brittany Monzo.
40 minutes later, an officer is in the area of Belmont and Fresno Avenue, and he gets flagged down by a business owner who ran out and said he'd just been robbed at gunpoint.
Police connect the 2 crimes, chasing the suspects who eventually lose control on Princeton and First, hitting an undercover police officer's car.
He's getting ready to engage in the pursuit, or at least set up in case the guy leg bells. They lost control here, smacked, I think, the side of his vehicle.
Police were able to take Barajas and Monzo into custody and find a sawed-off shotgun along with a cash till inside the vehicle. AJ Cotto, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
And And new at 11 tonight, an engine fire on a plane that had just taken off from Los Angeles International Airport. A man on the ground spotted the flames and shot this video. The Philippine Airlines flight was forced to return to the airport. We also have video from inside the plane as passengers wondered what's going on.
Look how high we are, Maui.
There were 342 passengers on board that flight. The plane landed safely. There was no active fire or flames visible upon landing. A fire team sprayed some of the heated wheels on the plane as a precaution. Federal officials are investigating the cause of the fire. PG&E restored power today to 120,000 people.
On Wednesday, PG&E cut power to customers in 11 counties to reduce the risk of wildfires during high winds. PG&E says there were gusts up to 70 miles an hour in some areas, and it found 4 cases of weather-related damage to its equipment. The company has either completed or is working on completing those repairs.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher. So now calm, quiet weather through the weekend this weekend with seasonal mild temperatures. It's nice outside right now, but it still feels cool to us after this drop in temperatures. Let's take a look outside through our Valley Cam network. It's powered by Master Storage 365. This is a view from the Kauai Delta camera in Visalia. Right now, temperatures near Visalia are in the low 40s. You can see it is actually in the upper 40s. It's 48. We do have 30s on the way tonight. I'll pinpoint those temperatures coming up in just a bit. As for our highs today, they ran just a couple degrees above average, and we're going to see temperatures like this as we go through the weekend. There is a big, powerful cold storm system headed our way just in time for the Thanksgiving travel rush. I'll pinpoint that coming up in your full pinpoint weather forecast.
Thank you, Justin. A memorial is growing outside the home where 4 men were shot to death and 6 others wounded Sunday night. Family and friends gathered again this evening for a vigil. They lit candles and shared their grief for the 4 men who lost their lives. The men were at the home to watch a football game when 1 or more gunmen snuck into the backyard and opened fire. Meantime, Fresno police have added extra resources in the Southeast Policing District. Part of that was to move more Hmong officers into the neighborhood to eliminate language barriers between officers and the people who live there. One neighbor says he hopes the extra patrols continue for a while.
I hope they keep up with the patrolling until maybe we know that the violence and shooting has stopped.
Police say they are exploring some leads on suspects. If you know anything, you're asked to give them a call.
In news out of the South Valley, still no verdict in the murder trial of Erica Sandoval. The jury wrapped up its 2nd day of deliberations today. Sandoval confessed to killing her ex-husband and Exeter police officer Daniel Green back in 2015. The jury has asked to review some of the evidence. Her attorney says there was a large amount of evidence and testimony in this case.
A lot of times when you talk to a jury after a case like this, they'll tell you that it took 2 or 3 days just to review the evidence they'd been given before they could actually start drilling down on what they think the evidence shows.
The jury is considering either manslaughter charges or murder lying in wait. Jury deliberations will continue tomorrow.
She was last seen walking to school. Now Mendota police are looking for a missing 14-year-old girl. Officers say Viviana Juarez was last seen walking to Mendota High on Tuesday morning. They believe at the time of her disappearance, she may have been en route to Mexicali or Sinaloa, Mexico, with 23-year-old Octavio Lujano. Police say he has been located, but no word on the teen's whereabouts. She was last seen with a gray and red Victoria's Secret backpack. Anyone with information on Viviana Juarez is asked to contact the Mendota Police Department.
On Capitol Hill, day 5 of public impeachment inquiries continued, featuring testimony today from David Holmes. He's an official with the U.S. Embassy in the Ukraine. The committee also heard testimony from a former top Russian aide for the White House. Katherine Johnson has more on today's hearing.
There is a great deal of Former top Russia aide for the White House, Fiona Hill, warned Republicans not to buy into false conspiracy theories about Ukraine. Some of you on this committee appear to believe
that Russia and its security services did not conduct a campaign against our country, and that perhaps, somehow, for some reason, Ukraine did. This is a fictional narrative.
Hill and David Holmes, a top aide in the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine, testified Thursday in the final day of the impeachment inquiry.
The president's voice was loud and recognizable.
Holmes said he overheard a late July phone call at a Kyiv restaurant between President Trump and EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland. Holmes says the conversation immediately turned to the investigation President Trump had just been pushing the day before in another call with the Ukrainian president, an investigation into the president's campaign rival, Joe Biden.
I then heard President Trump ask, so he's going to do the investigation. Ambassador Sondland replied that he's going to do it.
Hill also testified she saw Sondland deliver the same ultimatum to a Ukrainian delegation during a White House meeting. Republican committee members pushed back.
The Democrats have struggled to make the case that President Trump committed some impeachable offense on his phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky.
In closing remarks Thursday, House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff said that call took place a day after Robert Mueller testified here on Capitol Hill about the Russia investigation.
Donald Trump is back on the phone asking another nation to involve itself in another U.S. election.
Earlier, President Trump hosted a White House lunch for a group of Republican senators who will decide his political fate if the House sends articles of impeachment to the Senate. Katherine Johnson, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Back here in the Valley tonight, there was a graduation ceremony for more than 100 parents of Fresno State's Parent University. This is a 9-week course that's offered in 5 Valley counties. It teaches parents of school-age children basic computer skills. They learn how to navigate the internet and use their school's parent portals. That knowledge allows them to help their kids keep up with homework and also to communicate more easily with teachers and school administrators.
So the course that they're taking, we teach them how to use a computer itself. We teach them about different types of computers that they can purchase, education for their children. It's a lot of information that we give them.
Tonight's Parent University graduates received certificates, and many say they're ready to take more advanced computer courses now.
Great idea. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 11, a 71-year-old woman behind the wheel of a car that drove 60 feet into a Dollar Tree store. We'll have more on this accident in the Bay Area.
And they ignored the warning signs. A trip to check out the border wall turns into a rescue in a flooded river in San Ysidro.
Plus, is it a pickup truck or a cyber truck? Tesla unveils its newest vehicle in Los Angeles. We're back in a little over a minute.
All around us, issues and indifference. You have questions. You need help. CBS 47 is on your side, investigating the issues you care about, working to get you answers, justice, and restitution. To be your voice, to be on your side. Merle and Emmy Award-winning Eyewitness News investigates with Eric Rosales and the entire Eyewitness News team on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
All right, let's get going.
I want to make satay. I ordered it for everyone. I think I have the exact amount.
We got the biggest Subaru to help bring our family together.
Just resting my eyes.
Even though we're generations apart.
What a day. I just love those kids.
Presenting the 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Visit Subaru of Fresno, 5212 North Blackstone, during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Please welcome back to the Late Show, Senator Kamala Harris.
New Colbert, tonight on CBS.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
In the Bay Area, 6 people were injured when a car crashed into a Dollar Tree store in Vallejo. It happened just before 1 in the afternoon. Police say the car traveled at least 60 feet into the store before it hit a concrete post. Officers say a 71-year-old woman was behind the wheel. She was taken to a local hospital with moderate injuries. The 6 others injured had minor injuries. Down in San Ysidro, a sightseeing trip to the U.S.-Mexico border today turned into a rescue from a truck submerged in the Tijuana River.
Take a look at this. A 75-year-old father and his 49-year-old son wanted to check out the border wall, but to get there, they had to pass over the river, which was flooded due to recent heavy rains. Signs were posted saying the road was closed. Their truck stalled and then filled with water and then was swept away. Crews pulled the father from the roof of the truck. The son was able to walk through the river to get to dry land.
Investigators say the teenager who killed 2 students and wounded 3 others at a high school in Santa Clarita last week used what's known as a kit gun. Buyers didn't need to undergo background checks. They are almost impossible to trace.
They're sold at gun shows, for example. You can buy them online, and they're also known as an 80% gun. So 80% of it is assembled already. You get the additional 20%, and they're sold as a kit. And then you can legally buy it, assemble the weapon yourself, and then you have a gun that is not registered and no one knows that you have it.
Investigators don't know if 16-year-old Nathaniel Burhow built the gun himself or if his father did. At one point, his father owned 6 registered firearms, which were removed from the home and destroyed before he died of natural causes in 2017.
New at 11, take a look at this. Tesla unveils its first electric pickup truck tonight at the Tesla Design Center in Los Angeles. If you're interested in buying one, the truck will start at under $50,000 and has sonar and has the ability to parallel park on its own. Pretty interesting shape there.
Where's the bed of the pickup truck?
I don't know. I mean,
it looks like a wedge. It's a wedge on wheels.
It's a wedge.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, they've been working on them for months. Now you have a chance to purchase hand-painted greeting cards made by Fresno County students. That story right after your Pinpoint weather forecast.
We have calm and mild weather tomorrow and through the weekend, but things get busy again with a wintry storm system just before Thanksgiving next week. It's next in your Pinpoint weather forecast.
A retired couple forced to wait months to activate their solar panels. CBS 47 was on your side and helped get the power connected.
Everybody should go to 47 on your side.
See this story and contact us at yourcentralvalley.com. Eyewitness News investigates.
The push-pull or drag-it-in event is going on now at the Farney Automotive Group. We need all trades, and we're paying top dollar. If you owe money, if you're upside down, or if you have to drag it in, we want your car. This event runs now till December 2nd. Before you go anywhere, come get our trade value first. Come to any of our stores, Toyota of Selma, Farney Ford, or Farney Buick GMC, where buyers are on site. Whether you buy from us or not, we want your car. 10 days only. Don't miss our push-pull or drag-it-in event. Only at the Farney Automotive Group. Drive a little, save a lot.
Paper, scissors, rock. 105.1 The Blaze, the Valley's best rock.
Surprise! A new Buick? For me?
To James, from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick? I Secret Santed myself. I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year. I love it. I love it.
This year, turn Black Friday into Buick Friday all month long. Current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get 25% below MSRP on most 2019 Encore models.
At Rite Aid, we give flu shots to the people we all count on. Like Sally, who gets our kids to school safely.
Look both ways.
And especially you, because you need to stay healthy for everyone who counts on you. Get your flu shot at Rite Aid today.
I got 50% off everything. We got an HD TV for $29.
Yeah, we did.
This one saved an arm and a leg.
Black Friday doesn't have to hurt. At Central Valley Honda dealers, 14 days of Black Friday. Get door-busting deals without busting anything at all. On Accord, with Honda sensing safety features standard. On Civic, CR-V, and more. So this Black Friday, enjoy a way better ride. See your Central Valley Honda dealer.
Win this car! Entries for the next CBS 47 Renew Rights start in late November.
Now, your CBS 47 Pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher. Check out our fresh snow. This is from a low-orbiting satellite, so it's a detailed picture of the valley. So the ground you see was actually sensed or photographed by this satellite. And you do see in the San Joaquin River Valley all the way into the mountains here that there is just not as much snow as when you go down farther to the south into Sequoia National Forest and Sequoia National Park, that you see a lot more of the snow on the mountain. Still a few clouds left over in some foothill and mountain areas today, but that was a pretty clear look at some of the fresh snow we have in the mountains. Temperatures are cool enough, and there will be much more snow coming next week, right before Thanksgiving. Outdoor right now, we do have near 50 degrees in Sacramento, temperatures in the 30s up at Reno. We are expecting some 30s here on the valley floor by the time we get to early tomorrow morning. Right now it's 28 at Shaver, but 51 degrees currently here in Fresno. Temperatures went up a little bit today compared to yesterday. 67 our high today. 63 is the average high for this time of year. So we're going to see temperatures that stay in the 60s over the next couple of days. And your renewable solar forecast keeps the energy coming from the sun here. One to the south that was making much more rain through Southern California. Hardly got a few drops here, but we did see that snow in the Sierra. Big rain and snow maker on the way for just before Thanksgiving. It'll arrive right here in Fresno. Watch it come in. This GFS has it coming right into Fresno, and that could bring perhaps a ½ inch of rain here to the valley, maybe more, perhaps a foot of snow up at Shaver, more in higher elevations. Snow levels could drop to near 2,000 feet. It's still really early to tell some of the details on this, but this is setting up for a very generous rain and snowmaker, at least the looks of it right now. So you can see the position of it and the intensity of it. So it does look to be a very busy travel time, and Tuesday night and Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, that is expected right here in Central California. Air quality outside right now is moderate and mixed, expected to be good for the most part. Moderate air quality in Fresno and Kings County. Pollen is still low from Dr. Amaminian and the Allergy Institute. The elm and juniper at low levels in the air. So we have some high 30s tonight in Merced at 40, 38 in Chowchilla, 39 in Madera. Highs tomorrow, 67, 68 degrees from the 99 back to Fresno. 43 tonight for the overnight low here in Fresno, and you can see a number of 66s with temperatures that are going to be close to 40 in Visalia tonight. Your Sierra forecast with temperatures rising a little bit over the next few days, falling dramatically. Highs of freezing Wednesday and Thursday, Thanksgiving Day through next week. And your valley forecast also has temperatures that are falling for the rain and snow we are looking at coming at the this time next week in Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Justin. The Office of Fresno County Superintendent of Schools has created an art program for students in special education so they could create something for the community. And for months, students have been hand painting greeting cards. They represent the 4 seasons. They'll sell the cards, and all proceeds will support arts enrichment curriculum for special education students.
They not only have created the artwork, as you can see behind me, they're packaging them, they're putting them into bags to distribute to the public. So, you know, they put 110% into it if that's possible. And, you know, we love them, and we want our community to know that, you know, they are definitely worth loving back.
Educators say plan ahead. They've only created 550 packs with 15 cards in each pack. They go on sale to the public Monday, December 2nd at the Kids Cafe in downtown Fresno.
Great program. Coming up next in sports, a former Bulldog football player steps into the cage tomorrow night right here in Fresno. We'll hear from him next in Sports Central.
Allard's Art is your local source for all of your drawing and painting needs, from blank canvas to professional framing, plus the Valley's largest assortment of fine pens. Allard's Art on Blackstone and Barstow.
For more information on this business, go to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Central Valley Local.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Now get F-150 with 0% financing for 72 months, or drive home with $8,250 total cash, only at your California Ford dealers.
There is something out there. Something blowing in the wind.
It's just cash. Tachi Palace is giving away up to $3 million in the whirlwind of millions. Play with your Premier Club card and earn entries every day for a spin in the wind. 10 winners every Friday grab for their share of up to $30,000. And each month, somebody takes home a grand prize of up to $20,000. The whirlwind of millions, only at the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino.
Yeah! 'Tis the season to mix things up in a Cadillac. Give your comfy couch a break. Take the fireplace with you. Leave the holiday party in the past. And have a not-so-silent night with 3 rows of friends. Current eligible non-GM lessees get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Cadillac Escalade without rear seat entertainment system for around $799 per month.
If you are living with a condition, Kaiser Permanente's integrated care team will help you get through life without missing a beat. Kaiser Permanente, thrive.
Now YourCentralValley.com, pros who know.
Are you injured and out of work? You may be eligible for a voucher program to train you in a new career. Contact PSR Vocational Training Centers now for information.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Now, Sports Central, presented by Table Mountain Casino.
As a defensive end under Pat Hill, Chris Lewis played a part on 3 different Fresno State Bowl teams from 2008 to 2010. 9 years later, he's now a Fresno County Sheriff Sergeant and a professional MMA fighter on the side. And Friday night, Lewis will enter the cage for the 5th time as a pro when he takes on Eduardo Perez as part of the Combate America's fight card at the Save Mart Center. In Chris's corner will be his trainer and mentor, Fresno Police Department Sergeant Brian Williams. And cheering from the stands will be a lot of law enforcement, including Fresno County Sheriff Margaret Mims.
I'm just proud to represent the Sheriff's Office, represent my friends, my family, and our community. You know, I love the Central Valley, born, raised, got to play football here, and getting a fight here is a special honor.
Of course, you know, I'm apprehensive about it, but I'm more supportive than anything. I think it's great that Chris has risen to the level that he has with this particular sport.
Lewis had a bunch of success as an amateur in boxing and MMA and is 2-2 in MMA since turning pro in 2016. His first bout is at 7 o'clock Friday at the Save Mart Center. To boxing, WBC and WBO junior welterweight world champ Jose Ramirez will go international to defend his belts. He'll face Victor Postol on February 1st in China on ESPN. The Avenal native unified his world titles in July. Ramirez is 25-0 with 17 KOs. To the Save Mart Center, the Fresno State women hosting a solid BYU team with a lot of height. Bulldog star forward Maddie Uti got in some foul trouble early, which didn't help. The BYU Bigs with some nice passing there that they led by as many as 19 in the third. The Dogs trying to hang tough. Senior Caitlin Neuer with a short jumper. Then it's Neuer again with a pretty hook shot. She matched her career high with 12 points, but the Dogs eventually fall by 6. Fresno State now 3-2 overall. Fresno State volleyball taking on Boise State. The Bulldogs were back in the win column after dropping 6 in a row. The Dogs battled in the third set, even tying it up at 19, but the Broncos were just too strong. Fresno State falls in straight sets. Meanwhile, the Fresno State football team will host Nevada this Saturday night in its final home game of the season. These last 2 regular season games are important, not just for the program to become bowl eligible, but for the seniors who want to leave it all out on the field.
It's everything, man, because you know, it just shows what kind of fight we have in us, you know, especially last year, you know, we were on top. You know, this year we're not quite where we want to be, but at the same time, you know, can't just sit down and let nobody beat up on us. We have pride, man, you know, we're a group of men, so we got to go out there and do what we need to do and go out on the right note. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, go out there, support the seniors. Yes. Last game here at Bulldog Stadium.
Okay.
Thanks, Julia. Well, some early Christmas cheer arrived in Old Town Clovis tonight. And you'll say, are you married to say no man? We'll have more of the sights and sounds of one enchanted evening coming up.
Earl Jr.
Well, if it isn't Big Carl, you fixin' to sauce me up? Sick those beefy twins on this cheese hound. Scram, Big Mac. Go play with your extra toy bun. The adults are getting meaty. Carl's Jr., you know what you want.
All right, let's get going.
I want to make satay. I ordered it for everyone. I think I have the exact amount.
We got the biggest Subaru to help bring our family together.
Just resting my eyes.
Even though we're generations apart.
What a day. I just love those kids.
Presenting the 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Subaru Fresno, 5212 North Blackstone, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Some tire places don't offer all that, but we do to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Right now, save up to $100 on a set of 4 select passenger tires to help keep you safe in any weather. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
CVS customers are better. Thanks to everything from helpful reminders to pre-sorted prescription packs. CVS customers are better thanks to free prescription savings reviews, home delivery, and more. No wonder CVS customers are better than most at staying on their prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. And what could be better than that? Treat yourself well at CVS.
Carl's Jr. They call you really Big Carl. Must be those triple-sauced meat heaps. How about you cloak me in cheese? Drape me in a 3-piece patty suit like a beef tycoon. Carl's Jr., you know what you want.
We still have a week to go before Thanksgiving.
But it's already starting to look a lot like Christmas in Old Town Clovis.
And you'll say, are you married? You'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town.
They sound great. Tonight was one enchanted evening during the annual event. Businesses in Old Town Clovis stay open late to welcome shoppers with an early dose of Christmas cheer.
You can go around to all the shops, check out everything they have. Everybody's dressing up a little.
The feeling of all the people walking around, the magic in the little kids' eyes, it's beautiful when they walk up to me.
So great. Along with Santa, visitors also got free carriage rides, and cups of hot cocoa were also handed out. Perfect weather for tonight, too, I would suspect.
Yes, great for hot chocolate. We are going to see temperatures drop again just in time for Thanksgiving, too. Wednesday, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day of next week. Rain here in the valley, snow in the mountains.
And I think you said your wife had gone to one of
Yeah.
I think I saw her in the video. There were some heavily laden shopping bags.
Yeah, she does that. I always say, lift with your legs, dear. Lift with your legs. That'll do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 11.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is coming up next. Have a great night. Oh, you
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is on air, online, and on the go. Take Eyewitness News with you and share your stories with us on Facebook, Twitter, and on yourcentralvalley.com.
Toyota's Operation Black Friday is here. Start your mission to save. The objective, get $2,000 cash back on Camry or get up to $1,500 cash back on Corolla. Toyota's Operation Black Friday. Get here now. Toyota, let's go places.
Here's some expert advice from yourcentralvalley.com's health calls.
I'm Dr. Aminian. If you have frequent episodes of rashes or hives, you may have chronic idiopathic urticaria. Call the Allergy Institute for an appointment today.
Find gifts for all ages at Allard's Art. Inspire youthful creativity with art and STEM activity sets. Save up to 50% on paints and brushes. Save 50% on art sets, easels, and Prismacolor marker and pencil sets. Allard's Art on Blackstone and Barstow.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Get $4,750 purchase allowance on most 2020 GMC Terrain models when you finance through GM Financial. Or get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $250 purchase allowance when you finance through GM Financial.
Toyota's Operation Black Friday is in motion. Your mission is clear. Score $1,500 cash back on the powerful Tacoma, or get $1,500 cash back on the mission-capable 4Runner.